Live from Athletic Culture Stadium in Springwater Township, Baycats TV presents the Intercounty Baseball League. And this afternoon, it's the first place Welland Jackfish in town to take on the defending IBL champions, the Barrie Baycats. Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Along with Matty Gale and Julius Hearn, I'm Ben Davey. Well, this has to be considered one of the marquee IBL matchups of 2025 so far. Yes, it is early in the season, but the Jackfish have beaten the Baycats twice so far already. And if you're Barrie, you have to be feeling like this is a must-win game. You lose today, and suddenly you're not the team to beat anymore. They are.
Absolutely. You look at the last game, just last week against the Welland Jackfish for the Barrie Baycats, a one-run loss. So that could be the difference between getting them over 500. If they win today, they'll be right back at 500 for the first time this year. But Welland has a lot looking up for them. A huge 23-2 win against Kitchener the other night. Robert Mullen, again, another huge performance. 2 home runs. He's slugging nearly 1,000. Kind of similar to what we had to open the last time we saw the Jackfish here. So Welland's offense has been fantastic. But the Baycats have been picking it up lately with Nolan McAbrota kind of leading the charge.
There's definitely a playoff vibe here at the ballpark this afternoon. Let's look at the starting lineup for the Jackfish and manager Brian Essery. It's Jonah Weisner, the shortstop, in the leadoff spot. Gio Morello in center field bats second. Mateo Porcelato, veteran left fielder, bats third. Robert Mullen, the cleanup man, is catching. Jake Sanford at third, batting fifth. Brandon Hope, right fielding, batting sixth. Grayson Barrett, Tyson Gum, and Brendan Luther, 7, 8, 9 for the Jackfish here this afternoon.
And on the mound for the Barrie Baycats, coming off an impressive outing in London. He's had a lot of rest over a week. Frank Garces, the Dominican lefty for Barrie, 7 perfect innings in that game on the road. But to be fair, those were really tight losses for the Barrie Baycats, both by 1 run. So for Frank Garces, it's not really anything to hang your head about. He's definitely the surefire #1 pitcher in this Baycats rotation, and they saved him for a great game.
Mike Kinnear is behind home plate today, calling the balls and strikes. It's Scotty Costello behind the bag at first, and Chris Walters handling duties at third base this afternoon. 20 degrees. You could not draw up a more perfect afternoon for baseball. Bottle up this weather, and let's have a few more of these before the end of the season. The nice breeze coming in. Actually, a fairly stiff wind in from right center field right now, keeping everybody cool and comfortable. A little bit of cloud cover, but plenty of sunshine as well. As left-hander Frank Garces winds and deals, first offering is a called strike at 4:09. Garces with a long look in, winds and deals. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Our first strikeout of the afternoon, and it's brought to you by IMP North 108.
Let's give the defense for the Barrie Baycats behind Frank Garces in the outfield from left to right. Nolan McAbrota getting the start again in left. Tristan Clark's back in center field. Willie Garcia in right on the infield. Very similar to what we saw Thursday. Adam Ott at third. Brandon Hernandez at short. Francisco Hernandez at second. Malik Williams at first. And behind the plate, his first start as a Baycat is Andrew Johnston.
We'll see if this patient approach at the plate continues for the Jackfish as we head through the lineup here this afternoon. Normally a team that's fairly aggressive at the plate, but Weisner taking 4 pitches and putting him in a position there where that pitch was close enough that he had to offer at it, and goes down swinging for the first out of the ball game. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it's on the ground to second. A slow roller for Francisco Hernandez. Makes the throw. Gets the speedy Morello for 2 away. A lot of fans thought maybe this would be the 2024 matchup, but the Royals beat the Jackfish in the semifinal series. This one to third. A nice backhand grab there by Odd. Makes the throw over. It's in time for the out. No score, bottom of the first inning. Here come the Barrie Baycats. Brandon Hernandez, the leadoff man, at short. Willie Garcia, the right fielder, bats second. Malik Williams at first, bats third. Ryan Rio, the cleanup man, DHing. Nolan McAbrota, the left fielder, batting fifth. Those 5 have pretty much cemented into those spots, 1 through 5, in recent games for Josh Matlow. Tristan Clark in center field, batting sixth. And the bottom third of the order is Adam Ott at third. Andrew Johnson catching, and Francisco Hernandez, the number 9 hitter, at second base.
On the mound for the Welland Jackfish, Ben Abram comes into this game a 2-1 record in 3 starts, 19 1/3 innings, a 4.19 ERA. So high standards for this guy. Obviously, it seems like he's the #1 man in this rotation for Welland, and proved it. Part of that 2023 championship. And another big guy that the Baycats are facing. We saw Nikolai Arbach on Thursday of Brantford, 6'8". Ben Abram, very close to that height. One of the tallest pitchers in the league as well.
And as you mentioned, off to another outstanding start here in 2025. Brandon Hernandez, second-year Baycat. really settling into this leadoff spot quite nicely following the departure of Noel McGarry Doyle and Canisijo, who was with the ball club last year, not back here in 2025. Hometown ball club that you love, but they're getting opportunities elsewhere, and that's good for their careers. A ground ball to short, and an easy throw for Jonah Weisner. One away as we look at the defense for the Jackfish behind Ben Abram.
Behind Ben Abram in the outfield from left to right, Mateo Porcelato, Gio Morello, and Brandon Hupe. He's getting the start in right field. On the infield, Jake Sanford at third, Jonah Weisner at short, Brendan Luther at second base, Grayson Barrett back at first, and Robert Mullins behind the plate.
Willie Garcia, the former Chicago White Sox. First-year Baycat, right fielder, in the number 2 spot again this afternoon to face Ben Abram. Holds those hands high up near the helmet as he waits for the first pitch, and he's swinging. He lifts a pop-up right to the left of home plate, and the catch is made by Robert Mullen. 2 away, excuse me. Abram with the delivery. The payoff pitch on the way, and it's in the dirt ball 4 and outside. First base runner of the game for the Baycats. It's a walk to Malik Williams. Williams takes the lead. Here's the pitch, and it's hit on the ground, through, into right field for a base hit. Williams to second, 2 on, 2 out. Here's Nolan Macabrota. And he hits this one to right field, down the line, fair ball, and it goes all the way to the wall. Rounding third is Malik Williams. He'll score easily. And into second with a slide is Macabrota. It's an RBI double, 1-0 Baycats. Sanford with a walk in his first plate appearance. Here's the pitch, and it's hit to left field, and it'll bounce in front of Nolan Macabrota and get by him. Goes all the way back to the wall to pick it up, and in to score easily is Mateo Porcelato. All the way to third goes Jake Sanford.
Oh, he's already at third.
Waits for the 0-1 pitch, and he lifts it up high on the outfield grass, right side, and the catch is made. Sorry, it drops for a base hit. The ball gets by the catcher. Backing up is Frank Garces. I thought Garcia was going to come in and make that catch. He didn't. It dropped in front of him. It's an RBI single for Hupe.
No, it's a sacrifice fly. Garcia came in, made the catch, and he had a strong throw, but it was too far up that third base line to get Sanford, who runs pretty well. 0-2, 1 out. 2 on for Welland. Garces' pitch lined into left center field. That ball is going to get down. Another base hit for the Jackfish. 1 run is in. Right behind him is Gio Morello, a 2 RBI single for Mateo Porcelato, his 3rd hit of the ball game.
Luther at second, Weisner at first. Enriquez on the mound, kicks and deals. And it's hit to second, it gets by. Francisco Hernandez goes into right field. They're going to send Luther. Here's the throw to second. And the Jackfish get their 7th run of the ball game on an RBI single by Gio Morello. 2-0 pitch on the ground. This could be it. Hernandez tags the runner, makes the throw in time for the double play. Let's see how huge that might be this afternoon. The Baycats get a double play. The Jackfish leave the bases loaded. It is still a 6-run Welland lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
3rd innings.
Kicks and deals, and it's hit sharply to right field. Base hit. Brandon Hernandez reaches base for the first time today. A 1-out single for Willie Garcia. Baycats need some base runners here. And he draws a walk. Garcia aboard, Hernandez to second. 2 on, 1 out. A lot of slower players in the league might not have. Rio rocks this one to right field. High, deep, and gone! Blame it on Rio. A 3-run homer. The Baycats make it a 7-4 ball game.
What a shot by Ryan Rio, and like I mentioned, it was that Malik Williams being able to beat out that ground ball, extending this inning and making that play possible. And the Baycats are right back in this game.
Oh, it hits this one a long way to right field. Does it have enough? It does! Adamon with a solo home run to right field. Second home run of the game for the Baycats. They're back to within 2. It's now 7-5 Welland.
First home run of the season for Adamon, and it is a big one. It brings the Baycats within 2. And it seems like after Ben Abram exit this ball game, the long balls off these Welland relievers are bringing Barrie back in it.
We're back at the bottom of the 8th inning. Baycats looking to overcome what is now a 2-run deficit. Welland led in this game at one point by a score of 7-1. It's now 7-5, and the Baycats have a runner on with 1 out. Davey Mendez on to pitch for the Jackfish. First offering, fastball for a strike. Pretty remarkable achievement. And this one hits a right center field. It'll hang up. Will it drop? It does! It's extra bases. Rounding second is Andrew Johnston. He goes to third. He had to be very careful on that fly ball between the right fielder and the center fielder to make sure it wasn't caught. In no hurry. Now he deals. And this one hit hard into center field for a base hit. It could score 2. Morello up with it. The throw is cut off. The Baycats have tied this game at 7.
Hernandez brothers pairing up to get back into this game, and just like that, back-to-back 3-run innings for Barrie has this game tied at 7. That definitely could have saved a run on its own.
Absolutely. Grayson Barrett, the first baseman, on deck. Sano to Hupe. Swing and a miss, strike 3! Carlos Sano fired up as he comes off the mound, and the Baycats will get another chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 10th inning. Welland 7, Barrie 7. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie. If you're just joining us, Baycats trailed 7-1 before scoring 3 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th. Unable to take the lead in the 9th, and we're in the bottom of the 10th now.
And here's Noah Hall going to come in and pinch hit.
Line drive to center or right field. It'll drop in front of the right fielder. Here comes Clark, and he scores! Baycats walk it off by a score of 8-7 on a base hit to right field.
No, you're good.
Well, Brandon Hupe made one heck of an effort in right field. Even Clark had to hold up just to make sure he didn't catch that ball. Baycats pull it off, overcoming a 6-run deficit for an 8-7 win here today.
Just piecing it together, hit by hit, back-to-back 3-run innings brought Barrie back into this game and forced extra innings, and Noah Hull, maybe his biggest hit in a Baycats uniform, a huge walk-off hit, and that's just the second loss of the season for the Welland Jackfish. We talked about this earlier in the broadcast, Ben, on how the Baycats certainly had this game circled on the calendar as one to win, and they certainly pulled it off this afternoon.
So Barrie back to the 500 mark. The Jackfish lose for just the second time in 2025. And the Baycats will take that win on the road next week as they get ready to play the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers at Fergie Jenkins Field next weekend. Julius and I will be back 2 weeks from tonight for Saturday afternoon game here, our final home game in June here at Athletic Culture Stadium. Final this afternoon, Baycats win by a score of 8-7. Thanks so much for joining us here on Rogers TV and Baycats TV in Barrie.